Oh, mercy. Your brother from the gutter, the slick one back behind the wood. Making them nice and stiff for you here. On Slick Daddy's open bar where there's never a cover, never a minimum, coming to you on the eve of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers-Bills game. Yeah! That's the deal. Yeah, it's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers blowing into town here on a nice, shitty, rainy, cold day in Western New York. A gray day. This is how we roll in the city with no pity. This ain't no Tampa Bay weather, bitches. So you better get used to it. Of course, the Bills could not get used to the heat in Miami last week. It was a shit loss. It was a shit game, and I don't even want to talk about it. Hopefully, it's just a bump in the road, and they've got their shit together this week. Let's hope so. I mean, the Bills have been injured a lot, especially on defense. Everybody's fucking banged up, and this week, Dalton Kincaid will not be playing. The good news is TJ Sanders is back, and I think Palmer as well may be back. So we'll have to wait and see. But we are getting decimated, it seems, with injuries. Right now, the Bills have made a few additions to the practice squad, and then they've activated them onto the active squad. And one of the people that they picked up was a three-time Super Bowl champion wide receiver, Mecole Hardman, who played most of his career with the Chiefs. Now, he has got 4.3 speed. He has got 178 catches for 2,300 yards and 16 touchdowns in his career. He can also run the ball, like with the jet sweeps and stuff. He's got 190 yards and 3 touchdowns rushing the ball for his career. His top attribute, it's speed, 4.33 speed. He ran in the 40 in 2019 when he was drafted by the Chiefs in the 3rd round, I believe it was. His main deal is being a punt returner and a kick returner. He's a hell of a return artist. So he'll help there, and also he can help take the top off the defense when we put him out as a wide receiver on occasion. Now, listen, he could be kind of like the Isaiah McKenzie that we used to have. Remember back in the early days of Josh Allen? Somebody to give us that gadget type of guy, because these other ass clowns have just not worked out. Curtis Samuel especially. So hopefully he can add a little bit of a spark, help the return game, and maybe contribute as a wide receiver at some point. And then on defense, they added this guy. He's a defensive tackle / defensive end, Morgan Fox, 9-year veteran. Started his career as an unrestricted free agent from the Rams. He invented the position that Michael Hoyt later played for the Rams. Okay, this guy was before Michael Hoyt, right? And he could play that role that Michael Hoyt was going to play. Maybe not quite as good, but the guy's no slouch. So hopefully some of these guys pan out. And then, of course, the big news is that Gabe Davis, who they signed to the practice squad, has now been activated for this game. He's on the active roster. So those are 3 cats that they just added. And we'll see how they pan out. Listen, I mean, none of these guys were, nobody was knocking their door down. These people were sitting at home. So maybe their team just made a mistake, or people passed by them and they should have signed them. And, maybe we'll get lucky, or maybe they'll just be, run-of-the-mill also-rans. Who the fuck knows? But listen, we got to try something right now, because this offense, especially the passing game, is shit. And, when you have Josh Allen as a quarterback and your main thing is running the ball, then something is really wrong. This passing attack is totally fucked up. It's probably a little bit of everybody's fault. But Brady, I don't think he has a sound passing game. Josh doesn't look comfortable. The receivers are not doing their part. It's a lot of things, but eventually it comes down to coaching. I mean, we have Josh Allen. We should have a strong fucking passing game. Why don't we? You've got to ask yourself that question. Am I right? Am I right? Of course I'm right. And it is time once again to there's the closing bell to check the Cumulus Media stock price as of Friday. Well, this is a surprise. The Cumulus stock price is down to 8.5 cents, which is a new all-time low. Hey, you guys rule. You're brilliant.
They're eating the dog.
Not Ghislaine Maxwell. She's not eating dog. She's doing pretty good in her new prison. The Club Fed is what they call it, that she was transferred to. Sex offenders. She's serving 20 years for sex trafficking and sex crimes. And they moved her to this low security Club Fed prison where they have all these perks. This is a Deputy Attorney Todd Blanche, if you remember, met with her a couple of months ago. And after the meeting, Maxwell made this statement that Donald Trump was such a gentleman and yada, yada. And she never saw him do anything inappropriate. Now, this is a liar. This is somebody that's been convicted of perjury, by the way. Ghislaine Maxwell saying this. And don't you know, right after she does that, they send her to this hoity-toity prison where she is now getting unlimited toilet paper, meals, special meals delivered to her dormitory room or cell, private use of the chaplain's office for visitors, a security escort for workouts, permission to shower after other inmates are in their bunks for the night, the ability to eat alone in her dormitory, and the list goes on and on. And as a matter of fact, one of the workers there said that they were tired of being her bitch, Ghislaine Maxwell's bitch. So the Bureau of Prisons had nothing to do with this move. This was the White House that intervened and did this. And then I love it when they asked Trump if he's going to ever pardon Ghislaine Maxwell. And he says, well, I could. By him not coming out and denouncing it and saying, no, I'm not going to pardon a sex offender, a child sex offender. Now, that would have been the right thing to do. I mean, right? But this is a guy, of course, that wished her well when she was arrested. So, I mean, it's in your face. I mean, Donald Trump is honest. If you look for it, he's honest when he's not lying. I mean, there are times when you can see where he's coming from. And now he is really upset. He's going after the Republicans that have voted to release the Epstein files. There's about 4 of them in Congress, including Marjorie Taylor Greene, Bobart. He called Bobart, bimbo that she is, the handjob queen, into the White House Situation Room, which is like top secret. There's no recordings or anything in there. And tried to get her to take her name off the list, and she wouldn't do it. So a lot of people are going to jump ship on Trump on this one because nobody wants to be seen sticking up for Jeffrey Epstein and pedophiles. And now Trump is upset. He's ordered Pam Bondi to go investigate Bill Clinton and Larry Sumner and some of the Democratic people that chilled with Jeffrey Epstein. But we all know that him and Donald were best friends for 10 years. Donald even said, hey, he's a terrific guy and he likes his girls a little on the younger side from what I hear. And how about that deposition that he gave Epstein a while back? And they asked him if Donald Trump was ever in his company with underage girls. And he said, I'd like to answer that question, but I can't. And he pleaded the fifth. So, Trump, he knew what was going on there, and he probably was involved to some degree. So this is what's going to bring him down. There's a lot of people are going to jump ship on this. We'll see what happens in the Senate, but it looks like the Congress has enough votes now that they finally swore in that woman from Arizona, the congresswoman there, who was elected like a month ago. Fucking Mike, asshole, Speaker of the House, Johnson, douchebag, douche nozzle, twat that he is. So if the Senate passes it, then it goes to Trump to sign or veto. So if he vetoes it, wouldn't that be like you think Trumpers then would finally say, well, Maybe he is a fucking sick, deranged offender to catch a predator type of guy. Or are they going to say, well, they'll have some fucking excuse. It's a cult. These people are not capable of critical thinking. As much as he's in your face, corrupt, and he's guilty as fuck, they just won't admit it. They just can't. They just can't take their head out of the sand. That's enough of that shit. He's going to go down, I'm telling you. I really think this is finally going to be the one that brings him down. Well, this happened over in Ireland. An escaped lion was spotted. That's right. Fears that an escaped lion could be roaming around the Irish countryside turned out to be unfounded when authorities located the creature in question and discovered that it was actually, are you ready for this? A shaved dog. Come on, McHenry. Put down the Jameson, bro. Put down the Jameson. And roll me another one. Watched a great flick tonight. Help me. Help me. You remember The Fly, the original from 1958 with Vincent Price? That was my Saturday night gummy horror flick. And I hadn't seen that in years. That was good, especially in the end when he gets caught in the web. The fly that has the human head on it. And he's caught in the spider's web. Look. And they're looking at him. And he's like, help me. And then the one dude, not Vincent Price, but the other guy, picks up a rock, brilliant, throws it at the web, and, obviously crushes the ant and crushes the spider and the fly.
That is absolutely insane.
I'll tell you, they just don't make him like that anymore. All right, that's all Slick Daddy's got for you right now. Until next time, remain calm, circle the wagons, go Bills, live fast, die old, and of course, weed, whiskey, and Warren, you're in. Peace out.
Hail to the king, baby.